What is up, everyone? Welcome back to some more Horizon Forbidden West. Now, this might be the last recording session, so probably last 2 or 3 episodes. I'm very excited. Today we're gonna clear out the Landfall area and all of San Francisco, so let's jump right into it. We are gonna start with Alva's quest.
Alva,
so I'm excited.
I'm in Landfall. Can you meet me here?
I'll be there as soon as I can. Aloy, I'm here. Had to sneak past a few machines on the way, but I made it.
All right. Ready to talk to that diviner?
Yes. He's right over there.
Oh, also I upgraded,
Diviner Alva,
upgraded this outfit.
What are you doing back in Landfall? And with the living ancestor?
We're looking for the AaTheKi Research Center, where Leviathan was developed. The legacy tells us it's somewhere in the city.
Alva mentioned you've been collecting data in the area. Do you know where it is?
Yes, I stumbled across it, but there was no data there, only crumbling ruins.
Tell us anyway. We might be able to find something you missed.
Please, don't trouble yourself. I assure you, our search was very thorough.
You're hiding something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What? That is absurd. A diviner must only speak truth, as you're well aware.
Oh, you're worried you found something dangerous? Something compromising on Eileen Sasaki?
Keep your voice down.
Look, I get it, Nirik. You want to make it back to your family, so it's safer to turn a blind eye. But think of Leviathan. How it could help everyone. Isn't that why we're here? Don't let fear deny us that.
Very well. The facility's just south of here along the shore. But even if you find a way to fix Leviathan, it's sure to be shrouded in that which is forbidden.
Too often the truth is forbidden.
It was like, I'm going.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. Where are we going? Wait, where'd you go? Oh, you're over here. How'd you get over here? Did she circle around me? Why is this not? There we go. Whee! We're going on a trip with Alva.
There you are.
You come?
Not bad with that diviner back there. You've come a long way since we first met.
No.
Nirik's like I used to be. Terrified of a misstep. And with the overseers, he has every right to be. But what I've seen and learned since the greenhouse, it's so much more than what we're permitted. Diviners are supposed to seek the truth, and yet so much is kept from us. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, it's the fact that they just turned that instead of acknowledging it and trying to piece together, they just decide to turn a. Just like look the other way.
We need to find a way in.
Oh, I got this. Wait, where are we? Over here. Ah. Find a way in. Can't we just fly it?
Up here.
Okay.
Well, Nirik wasn't lying about crumbling ruins, at least.
Oh god.
Aloy,
Let's look around.
why is the ground shaking?
Is it a rock
That's
breaker
not
here?
good. Whatever it is.
Please no.
Whoa, that thing is huge.
We'll
Oh
have to
god.
take it out if we want to find that data.
The worst of them all.
Okay. I'm with you.
If it ever comes to a spot where we can shoot it. Hey you, lock onto me. You see me? Oops, I have the wrong thing. That's what I think about your tail. And you. Oh, I don't think I've seen a laser before. Aw, I didn't think it'd hit me there. Damn it! Oh, that was my chance. Ouch. Just hitting me on accident, like just trying to move, and it does that like passive damage. Hurts so much. Stab it! Yeah, keep stabbing it. Ow. What hit? Like, I'll have stamina. I just don't know where it goes. It's just gone. Maybe it just drains slowly sometimes. That might be it. It's like I'm not using any of my stamina stuff right now. Shooting arrows. Oh, maybe it's when he hits me. Ah, I think that's what it is. When I'm getting hit by whatever he's doing. That's when. Yeah, it's definitely what it is. That explains it. No, I get it. I was like, there's gotta be a reason for this.
I'll pick them up. You should repeat that.
Yeah, I should. Hell yeah.
Down it goes.
Whew. Well, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
We should be able to look around for that data now.
Hopefully in peace. That's all I want. Aha, you see that?
I don't think it'll connect.
Damn it. Damn it! If I keep missing, it won't. Yoink that. Let's see if this is a...
A lot of sand. Not a lot of data.
Yeah. Ah, yes. I am floating. I am Aloy. I don't know how to get down. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Okay, what about you? Like, can I just knock you over?
Through here.
Uh-huh.
After you.
Nice.
Time for a swim.
At least the water's not freezing.
That's true. Okay, now.
Look at this place.
Ooh.
I always try to imagine what it must have been like back when the old ones were here.
Hey, maybe there's a
It's less
Vista
of a
point.
climb, I bet. Come on, let's check the upper floors.
Well, that's a valuables chest, but man, this place is definitely falling apart. You were not wrong about that one.
You okay?
On every expedition, the soldiers would lay down walkways and barriers first to protect us diviners. But this is actually kind of fun.
Right? Way more fun.
There,
Ooh,
the console.
hell yeah.
Must have been what Nirik found.
I'm curious now. What was
The
he
data on
trying to
Leviathan
find?
isn't here. But there's some kind of log.
Delete the database? But Miss Sasaki, when you look at the reports, 3,000 exhibiting symptoms. Over 400 dead. The data's clear. Omarama is contaminating the water supply, promoting bacterial growth. And with Leviathan based on the same architecture...
You're a smart kid. Top of your class, right? My father built this company thanks to world-class talent like you. And you know what else is world-class? Our legal team. So unless you want to spend the rest of your career in some dead-end, underfunded public research institute, you'll delete that database and forward all data on Leviathan to my office.
Yes, ma'am.
That was her. The ancestor. Eileen Sasaki. Hundreds dead. And she knew their system was to blame, but she had the truth erased. Were all the ancestors like this? Selfish, ruthless, immoral? And yet we hold them up as paragons of enlightenment and virtue. Given what we've learned, I don't even know if Leviathan will work.
Hold on. Let's not give up just yet. You said before that the old ones use Leviathan to control flooding. Which means it probably worked. We'll know more when we find the data on it. The recording mentioned a copy was sent to Eileen's office.
To their corporate headquarters. There. Let's go. It shouldn't take us long to get to the tower.
Lead on.
Interesting. At least more and more of them are starting to see.
The soldiers built a path on the nearby ruin.
I think I'll wait here for you.
Oh shit,
Please
I thought
don't
we were
go
going
too
there.
far.
The soldiers built a path on the nearby ruin. Might be able to cross over from there.
Lead the way.
I'm following you this time. Oh, I see it. What kind of climbing is that? What in God's name? Shouldn't even climb anything. Oh, gone. Oh, it's you. I got you before. Wait, where are we going?
I think this is as far as our soldiers got.
Oh, I see a way.
We'll have to climb higher to get into the tower.
I'll follow your lead.
Watch out. Stand back. Up we go.
Up we go!
Huh. Wait, what? Where am I supposed to go? Why is not showing up? Maybe I'll just go up this one. Probably easier. Yeah. And bam.
You doing okay, Alva?
Bam.
Yes!
No.
Don't worry about me.
Some intense ones. I hope you're okay. Almost there. Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
How are we going to get across?
Oh, that beam looks promising.
Yep.
I don't think I can pull that.
I always miss. And then shoot this. Oh, nice. Come on down.
This is a lot higher up than I thought.
Glintox. Well, we have the element of surprise.
Or we could sneak by and, you know, not fall off the tower.
Easy.
There. No more Glintox.
I've heard our soldiers say the Glinthox are the worst.
Glintox, yes. What's that? I don't think they're that bad. I think the Dreadwing sucks the most because
Up this way.
it can make itself invisible, and then it can also cause you to never be able to target it, so it's so hard to shoot parts off. And that's why that one could be really difficult.
Aloy? We're really high off the ground.
You can do it, Alva, okay? Just don't
think
look
I'll
down.
be able to follow you there. Right. Of course.
Just going through so many
Super
emotions.
easy.
Are you coming? Where are you? Where'd she go?
There's the tower. Should be able to cross over. But we are
Oh shit. We don't talk about that. It didn't happen. Because we have to.
Gotta clear some of that debris first.
Yeah, if it would let me. There we go. Come on, yoink it. And then bam. Yoink it. Quick.
Okay.
Nice.
Should be able to make it to the other side.
Sure. I don't know. Seems a bit sketchy to me.
Made it.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Hey, right.
Alva, your turn.
Nice.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. Aloy, can you watch me and make sure I do this right?
Yes.
Come on, Alva, you can do it. It's okay.
It's a long jump, I do know. I didn't think I would
Please
make it
don't
either.
break.
Let's do it, quick.
Ah!
Alva!
I'm okay.
Jesus.
Wow. That would have been a long way to fall.
Yeah, I wonder what that would have felt like. Couldn't be me. I didn't do
You
it.
sure you're okay? Oh, door's locked. You sure you're okay?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. Let's keep going.
Sounds like a plan. There are some things I want to read first, though.
Huh.
Useless. Great. Brad Hale. 2 IT security. Subject useless. What good is a passcode reminder if it doesn't tell me what the passcode is? Next time I'm trying to set up the conference room for the board meeting and I get locked out because I can't remember the stupid passcode, fingers will be pointed at you. You want an unhelpful, useless passcode reminder? Fine. Ape founding date. Month and year. There. Happy now? You IT security morons. But then...
This says the code is the month and year the company was founded.
According to the legacy, it was October 2023.
Okay. Wait, before I do it. Wait a second. So maybe the one where our base is the same thing. I wonder if I could look at the things and see, because I'm still waiting to find that that code, which we definitely have to do today, so we'll go do that one later. Hopefully I can find it. Passcode reminder reset. IT, Mr. Hale. IT Security would like to emphasize again that entering your private passcode in the passcode reminder field does not meet digital security standards. As such, your passcode has been reset again. Whew. I could hear him seething.
So the company was founded in October.
Which is the 10th month of the year.
Oh, thanks.
Got it.
Nice.
Door should be unlocked now. Maybe the data on Leviathan isn't here.
Cost
Oh,
reduction strategy. We're talking about people's lives here. I did as you asked on Omuramba, but this is worse.
Relax, Eileen. I've spoken with risk management. They're confident that the chance of another incident is within acceptable parameters. We're moving ahead with Leviathan.
You know, Dad, shortcuts have a way of catching up with you. Within acceptable parameters or not.
Well, one day in the distant future when you're in charge, you can run things how you want. But until then, how about you let me worry about that?
Guess Eileen and her father didn't always get along. But it seems like covering up Omuramba wasn't her idea.
Doesn't matter. She still had a part in it.
Well, let's keep going. Her office must be higher up.
okay.
Ugh, dead end.
That's an
There's a
odd
ladder in
campfire.
that shaft, but it's blocked.
I might be able to pull the rubble out from the other shaft. Let's see where this leads.
Wait, what is this? Is this not?
You go on ahead. I'll look for a way up that has a lesser chance of falling to my death.
Okay.
Okay. Understandable. I've thought similar things sometimes. I definitely see where we're supposed to go. Oh god. Yeah. I'm scared. Oh. Ooh. Oh. I understand.
Hey, Alva?
Yes?
There's something I don't get. You said Eileen was the one who built Leviathan, not her father, so... what happened?
I'm not sure. The legacy doesn't say. Either that knowledge is lost or forbidden. Or maybe we were wrong about that too.
It would just be weird that they would want to cover it up, you know? Like, they don't even know anything really of the past. What would be the use of covering that up? Or not, or making it forbidden? Shit.
Are you doing okay, Aloy?
That was a sketchy jump.
Yeah, it's just a long way up.
Yeah, we're fine. It's all going according to plan. Oh god, oh god. Please reach. Yoink. Oh my god. Whew. I was like, where am I going? Up here. And then bam. Okay, then we need to make it onto that. Oh, lovely. This building is gonna completely fall. I wasn't sure about that one for a second. Okay.
Now, how to get up higher?
Like this. Oh. Oh.
How about you, Alva? Any luck finding a way up?
Not yet.
Nice.
Whew. Well, that's done with.
Yeah, same. Knowing my luck in climbing.
Okay, I'm back at the shafts. If I blow up that fire gleam, the elevator might fall and open up a path for Alva. Hey, Alva? Step away from the shaft.
Oh, whoa! Oh!
There you
I can
go.
reach the ladder now! Be right up, Aloy!
Nice.
Looks like there's another floor above. Might be Eileen's office.
Okay, I'll meet you up there.
What's this though? Oh. Oh, hi. I didn't want to accidentally bump her.
Made it!
Damn it, she made it up before me.
There you are.
Hi.
Come on. Let's see what's up here.
There's a lot of campfires in here, which is really odd.
Another locked door. Need to figure out the passcode.
These artifacts, I think these were Eileen's. It's every diviner's dream to discover even one of the ancestors' artifacts.
And maybe they'll help with the door. This looks like some kind of prototype.
For water purification. Must be the H2 flow.
What?
H2 flow. Their early inventions had strange names. Oh, that must be the Larson McCory Award. The legacy says Eileen won it when she was 40 for her work on Leviathan.
Maybe that's
interesting.
So maybe 40? Get your head out of the way.
It's art, I think.
Could it be? Yes, I think this was commissioned in honor of the company's 25th anniversary.
40, 25.
That must be the Dragonfly 6. AaTheKi used it
Maybe
in
my
most
focus
of their
can help you.
construction projects. The Dragonfly 6 was their most successful model.
Huh.
40, 25.
How old was Eileen when she won this award?
40.
All the numbers you mentioned. I wonder if they make up the passcode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
What was this thing again?
The H2 flow.
2. 42.
What did you say this was for again?
The company's 25th anniversary.
2, 5,
Looks like
6.
it used to be on the last pedestal.
0, 2, 6, 2.
That did it!
Yes!
You
Nice.
can almost see the whole city from up here.
I'm glad she told me it was on the last
Corner
pedestal, or
office.
else I would have had that wrong.
Impressive view. It must have been Eileen's.
Let's see if the
Damn.
data on Leviathan is here.
I think part of it's missing. I don't know about you.
Well, it's official. Eileen Sasaki, CEO, chair, and worst daughter in the world. Security had to escort Dad to his vert. Guess we'll be speaking through lawyers from now on. Looking down at the world from here. It's hard to see the details. People become risk factors, statistics, far too easily. Omuramba was supposed to provide clean water, improve lives. It was easier to pretend there wasn't a problem. Easier to believe the lie was truth. But I don't want to pretend anymore. I will build Leviathan right. No more shortcuts. No more lying just to save face. It won't undo our sins. My sins. But maybe we can still do some good.
Hell yeah.
She overthrew her father, took over the company, so that Leviathan wouldn't end up killing people.
It sounded like she regretted covering up Omuramba's failure.
She wasn't perfect. Not a paragon, as the Quen believe, but not a monster either. She tried to make up for her mistakes.
And now you know the truth.
As for the data, Leviathan... yes, it's here. Downloading a copy now.
Is something wrong?
I think I'll stay here a while longer. There's a lot more data that I want to look through.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
Down is always easier than up. Let's speak again when we're back at base.
It's a lot faster than up.
Okay. I'll see you
Oh,
there.
I'm just worried to leave her here, though.
Well, after
I think
climbing all
part
the
of
way
her's
up,
happy that...
why not glide down?
Wait, you're going to what?
Just thinking about it.
Aww. That was cute. I enjoyed that. It's fine. It's nice to finally do something with her. I want to head here next. Because I really want to do this. So I'm going to... Ooh.
Careful!
She's like, oh my god, she wasn't joking. Okay, maybe right here so I don't have to climb.
Aloy! Did you make it?
Yeah.
Sure did.
Amazing. Well, see you back at base. Good luck out there.
Thank you. I'll be in this one. Ah, energy cell.
It looks like it's out of power.
Oh, that's where the fire gleam was. I was like, how did it... It's not through the wall. I'm like, what fire gleam is
There's
the game
another
talking
building
about?
past that big hole in the wall up there. I wonder if I can get over to it. No good.
Yeah, I see where I'm supposed to put
Energy
it.
cell's out of power. There we go. Energy cell's charged up.
Anything in here? Oh. Where does this go? It's gonna take me where the fire gleam is? Hell yeah. It's a very small room to be exploding this in. I don't know how I
Right
feel.
on my spears to do the trick.
Ow! What would I need that for? I mean, I already have one, don't I?
Oh, looks like the cell's losing power. Oh, the cell's out of power.
Damn it!
I gotta charge it up again. No good.
Yeah.
Energy
Okay, that
cell's
makes
out of
sense
power.
now. Pop it in quick.
Got it. The elevator should have power now.
Nice. Before we go, though, oh, never mind. I don't see you anymore.
Well, I'm not getting up to the ledge that way. Can't believe this thing still works.
Same. I don't think it's safe, though. Where are you going? Where am I? Oh, more fire gleam. There was a lot of question marks on this one. So, it does explain the... Oh, would you look at you? Probably gonna be pulling you out of there. But before that... Oh, metal flower? Probably another question mark. Bam. What hurt me? What's up here? I'm terrified. More fire gleam. My god. It never ends. There's so many. Hello? But why? I guess it's just an opening from the outside.
Okay.
Oh, this is really going far. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. Oh god. Gotta sell all this stuff again. I just never need metal shards, so I just haven't done it yet. Key module.
Get to that key module.
Oops. I didn't need to let go. Let's yoink this up here. I don't know where I'm bringing
Right on
this.
top of me.
Maybe over here? No. Maybe this way. I'm scared to put it this way. I don't want to bring it outside. Ooh, no, that wouldn't make sense either. Yeah, I get stuck. Okay. Let's see. Oh, data point. Ooh, ornament.
Find a way in there.
Damn it. Let me in. I know where the key module is. So I just gotta find a way to the key. Storage instructions. Okay, Brandon. We're gonna need to read this one. Pay attention now, because if you ever need to get into the main office storage, you've got to jump through a few hoops. Leo and Astrid are the only ones allowed in there, but you'll find yourself needing to get in there as the new assistant superintendent. We're playing kind of loosey-goosey with the rules, so don't ask. First of all, you need a physical key. Both Leo and Astrid have one, but if they're not in, you can find a spare one in the north wing on the 7th floor. Secondly, you need the code. It always consists of Leo's bump code, followed by Astrid's. I know Leo has a habit of changing his and Astrid's aims to do the same, so you might have to inquire with them. You can find Astrid on the 9th floor. If Leo is in the building, he's most likely hanging out in Dylan's cafe on the 7th. I'll see you after the weekend to show you the ropes some more. P.S. We've got pretty close ties with the electronics guy next door. Use the passage on the 4th floor if you need to cross over and take the elevator up.
According to this, the door needs a key module and a 2-part code to open.
Yes.
Sounds like I might find those things higher up.
Yes. So we're gonna go... I got plans. We're gonna... Oh! Wait a second. I don't need plans.
I better shake off this wet.
I just need to grab onto you. But I do have a plan. Let's see it. Nice. Open this door. What's in here? Nothing. I'm gonna bring you down.
There we go.
Nice. On the other side.
Should be able to pull that.
Yeah, we will. But I don't know, would we need it in here? Ah. She meant this. I didn't even see this.
I think that vent might lead to the floor above.
But in order to get there, we'll need you. Maybe. Yes. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get stuck. As the crates like to do. Okay. Nice. Okay, now we're up here. Oh god, you can't even see. Oh my god. Especially with the lighting. Oh, what's that? Let me just snipe that. Come on, let me have it. Give it to me. I see it. Damn it. Oh, it just wants me to go around.
This could be useful.
Locked in. From Leopold Michelson to Dellen Wells. You're lucky you can cook, Dellen, because by all that's holy, you were last in line when they handed out the brains. I've told you 1,000 times that I don't know your access code. Even if I did, I couldn't send it to you. It's against regulations, but I can't leave you stuck in there either, so here's a compromise. Use my bump code this time. Open the radial interface on the console, start with the 2, and from there. Start with the 2, and from there, just hit each number counterclockwise, so from right to left. Delete this mail and don't tell anyone I sent you this, especially not Astrid. On the other hand, I doubt you'd even remember if you tried. Okay, so we need to use my bump code. What's your bump code though? You didn't put it in here. Oh, I see what it means, I guess. I think I get it. So start with 2.
That's one part of the code down. Just need to find the other.
And then bring you in here. Yeah, because we couldn't get up there because the other thing broke earlier. No! Let go. My god. It's also deceiving. Okay, there we go. Nice.
Okay, I should be able to make the jump to the other building. Made it. I think that office I'm looking for should be around here.
I fell. In here.
Interesting.
From Astrid to Leo. Leo, I'd like to bring the current security measures to your attention again. I know you're a very trusting person, but I don't feel safe when the entry code to the office block is just 10 floor number. It's too easy for someone to guess, and why only 3 digits and not 4 like any normal code? It's possible. I'd like to schedule, if possible, I'd like to schedule a meeting to talk about that system that is both forthcoming to our tenants and worthy of being called security. Also, and I say this with all due respect, handing your out bump code to whoever forgot their personal code isn't helping either. Next Thursday after lunch, 9th floor conference room near my office. So is it 109?
This could help.
10.
That should be both parts of the code I need for the door. Now I just have to find a key module.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. The key module, yes. I completely forgot about that one. Something over here now? Maybe I saw
That ladder
something.
could be useful.
Yeah.
Just gotta find a way to lower it.
Yeah. It's a great question, actually. Maybe if it lets me.
Refreshing, I guess.
If it lets me, I can shoot through here. Damn it. Nope, I can't do that either. Okay, well. I think I need the crate. I think I need the crate. Goddamn crates, man. I'm so over them. The last crate I'll ever have to pull. Thank God. Over here. Jump on top. Shoot.
Got it.
There we go.
There's an opening in the wall.
By the time we get to it, I'm
ladder.
gonna not remember the codes. There's an opening in the wall. What'd she say? Shit, I wasn't listening. said something. There's an opening in the wall. What is she talking about? Wait a second. Is this not the way I'm going? What else could she be talking about? Oh, that. She's got eyes in the back of her head, apparently. I didn't know that. That's pretty crazy.
A key module.
There's a hole in the
Good.
wall, facing a wall.
Everything I need to
Where?
open the door to the relic.
Where is this hole? Okay, I think I have everything now, so... I don't know how to get to that fire gleam, though. This is the one thing I didn't figure out on this journey. Is that fire gleam.
Okay, now for the code. I'm in.
Nice. Take it.
One
So
more
we can
ornament
leave.
for the collection.
That one actually wasn't too bad. It was pretty fun.
Better make a trip to see Stemmer.
We have a lot of things that we gotta show him. What is this track that he's taking? God, those are so hard to hit, though. Yes, exactly what I wanted. Yep, not worth it. Damn it, come on. Yes. Oh. Oh, okay. Understandable. Oh shit, I don't even know what hit me. What did he shoot out? I don't think I saw it. There you go. Nice. Whew. Well, that went well. I don't think I got what I needed, though. Is it not? I guess it wasn't. Where am I supposed to find an apex slaughter spine? I feel like that was going to be the one when it said I needed it for the mission. Here, let's go there. Jobs. Need an apex, frost claw, unknown site, unknown site. So it just doesn't even know either. Just do that, but no jumping. I wanted to jump. Is there anything in here? This looks safe. I'm sure it's safe. Will I die if I go in this water? I'm a little scared right now. Help. It doesn't look safe to swim here. Oh, I didn't. Wow. Oh. Oh, wow. I actually didn't die. Wasn't sure if the game would let me swim here. there anything even in here, though? Oh, God. God, the fish. Why did I have to make that noise with the fish? It's terrifying. What are these? Ooh. What are you? Why are they glowing? Maybe they're still on? Yeah. I guess so. This is interesting. There's nothing in here, though. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, well, that was interesting. It's very annoying. What am I looking? Oh, it's a Vista point. Where? Where? Oh, here. I'm like, where is this?
That building doesn't look like any of the ruins around here. Maybe it's underwater now.
No. What angle do you want, game? This looks like it. Further? Maybe? This is the hardest one so far. Because it's all underwater and there's no perception of where the bridge is underwater. It's definitely closer. It's gotta be closer. Maybe it is down here. Where this is. Convenient lights.
There it is.
I'm never doing a water one again. Jesus Christ. That was awful. Can't even see it. I wish the clouds would go away. It is nice to help keep track of where I just haven't been at all, but at the same time, I wish there was an option to get rid of clouds. Because they bother me when there's like a little cloud left, and I have to run over there just to get rid of it. Or go in multiple circles. Well, it looks like a stalker is having a fun time over here. You see that? Oh, it's a metal flower. How cute. But you're knocking down all the trees. What was that? Why? Oh. What is this? Treasure Island. I'm finally here. Don't know why they originally called it Treasure Island, but it sure lives up to its name now. At Mission Control, they follow dozens of drone POVs, all semi-autonomously mining precious metals from near-Earth asteroids. Can't even fathom how much it must all be worth. As for me, they've got everything set up. Spacious lodgings, holosphere relaxation rooms, and a top-of-the-line food printer in the kitchen. All just for me. Realistically, I don't ever need to leave the island for anything. I can either make, order, or simulate all I could want. Or that's the idea, I think. They want me to focus on the work. For now, though, they want me to settle in, explore the repurposed Navsta base and whatnot. I expected I'd need to dump my stuff in a locker and get straight to it, but these people, it's clear that time and money don't have much of a grip on them. They're above it all. I doubt they could even imagine the hardships we've been through. But what matters is that we can look forward to an easier life too. Shouldn't be long before I can pay you back for everything. I wouldn't have made it without you, and I'll never forget. P.S. Look in the sky on August 21st. That's when 3675551 Dwayne should breach atmosphere. Hopefully you'll see a falling star. Your sun helps strip for all the platinum it's worth. Oh. Oh my god! What the hell? Oh my god, you scared the shit out of me. You know that, right? Why are you here? I knew something was suspicious. I thought it was stalkers. Oh, now your gun has armor? Great. I'm always confused of what hits me at that moment. I was not expecting you. I even have anything right now. Which is just lovely. I don't have anything. I'm also stuck. Yeah, this is not a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna die here because I didn't ever go back to get more berries and there's none on this island. That's awesome. Yeah, that was really exciting. I'm just trying to heal, game. Please let me freaking heal or stand up or anything at this point, honestly. I'm that high, so. I'm not still. Oh, Sunbird! Why are you here? Die. Jesus Christ. Bad choices were made. We get all the guns off. Oh, any more berries? Okay, there's some right here. Okay, we got some berries. It's already hard as it is. There's no need for you. Trust me. I'll be fine not fighting you. Shit, I was too busy looking at what that noise was over here. Making weird noises to my side. I don't know if it's it or something else. Okay, got all the guns off. That'll be helpful at least. Oh. Okay, I got an idea. There we go. Bam! Ooh. Jesus. What a nightmare. You would be on this island, you little shit. What is this? Anything here? It's a cute island. But why? What's that? Oh shit.
I think this is a memorial. Must be for a beloved friend. Someone left a note.
Hmm.
Here we remember our friend, with a view as calming as his voice, on stone as strong as his spirit. He was not just our rock. He was our oak, sturdy and stoic, whose presence brought us comfort, and whose branches touched us all. Rest in peace. It sounds like he's truly missed.
It's beautiful here. Before I go there, where is my chest?
Please.
There it
Could you
is.
spare a moment?
Yes, I can, but give me 1 second. There we go. I'm here.
Ancestor, please. It's about my brother. I don't mean to disturb you, but I've run my requests through every channel and I've gotten nowhere.
Just take me through it.
Apologies. My name is Jomar. I'm the weapons officer for this expedition. It's my job to ensure the troops are armed and prepared for what's out there. And I've failed to do so. My younger brother, Oris, his unit was sent to scout the tower on the northern side of the island. They should have returned by now. The Overseer has denied my request for a search party, and defying him would mean dismissal. Or worse.
You think they might be alive?
Oris has been obsessed with San Francisco ever since I can remember. He jumped at the chance to join this expedition. I have to believe that fate isn't cruel enough to make this place his tomb. If you help me, I'll get you access to any weapon in my stock.
Ooh.
If I make my way up north, I'll look for your brother.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. If it
I'll
helps,
take that.
my brother carried an ancestral relic with him. I believe your focus might be able to pick it up.
What kind of relic?
A small metal piece dangling from a chain, with a hologram of San Francisco. Which is why my brother always had it with him. The diviners speculated it was some kind of beacon, inviting the ancestors to visit the city.
Speculated. So there was data on it they couldn't read.
It was deemed lost knowledge. If my brother truly is gone, could you maybe bring the relic back for me? It meant so much to Oris. I'd like to keep it safe.
No.
For him.
Yes, I can do that.
Of course. Sun's getting low. That must be the tower Jomar mentioned.
Oh, I flew by
It's
over
full
here
of sun
before.
wings.
That
That
explains
can't
a
be
lot.
good.
It does make sense when I was here earlier.
There, on the beach. A Quinn scout. I need to get closer. See if he's carrying a relic like Jomar mentioned. More dead scouts. I should check if one of them is Jomar's brother. But I'll need to get rid of those machines first. Jomar's brother was carrying one.
Aw, I feel like that shouldn't have hit me.
There's no relic. Not sure if either of them are Oris. But maybe one of them dropped it as they fought off the machines? My focus might show me more. Huh. Nothing. Maybe my focus can pick up their tracks instead?
I
There.
definitely see tracks.
Could be Oris. Better see where it leads. It looks like he ran inside the tower.
Uh-huh.
Probably to escape those sun wings up there.
And that's why I think he might
Tracks
still
end
be
here.
here.
I must have climbed up this tower.
Great. I guess we're climbing. It's a miracle. Oh god, circle stairs, my least favorite.
Dead end. Maybe if I go outside, I can find another way up. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, nothing at all.
This must be Oris.
Oh.
But there's only one way to be sure. I better check for the relic.
Damn it, I was hoping that he'd be alive.
The relic. And my focus picked up data on it. It's not a beacon, it's a tourist map of San Francisco. If the Quen could read this, they wouldn't need to send scouts out blind. I should tell Alva.
No.
Aloy!
Oh?
I'm here.
Alva, I found some data I think Bohai might be interested in seeing. I'm sending it to you now.
I'll pass it along.
Thanks. I better take this relic back with me. Give it back to Jomar,
Yeah, I agree.
along with the bad news.
Did you?
I'm sorry.
How did he die?
The tower was a sunwing nest. He went in there looking for cover, but he was holding on to that when I found him.
Horace.
I read the data on it. It had a map that can help your people get the lay of the land without risking more scouts. All of us sharing it with Bohai right now. It's a good thing your brother protected it.
I'd trade all the data and the legacy to have my little brother back. But I'm glad that something meaningful came from his death. As promised, you now have access to my weapon stock. If you bring me the right resources, I can make you anything you see there. Actually, why don't you give this a try? One of our best. And if it's of use, you know where to find more.
Thank you. I'm really sorry for your loss.
I know you are. And I'm grateful.
I promise you, we'll find a way home.
Harriam, we're never getting that gyrocompass back. We're stuck here. For good.
The ancestor reborn.
Maybe that's what
May we
those
be
ships
led to
were
truth.
that I flew over before.
Just, Aloy, what's this I hear about you never going back home?
Our navigational ships.
They're all gone. Destroyed by storms and reefs, and with them the one instrument we need to guide us across the ocean.
There is one ship that might still hold a working gyrocompass.
But it's beyond our reach, beached on an island surrounded by deadly currents. No compass, no way home, no way back to those we should have never left behind in the first place.
Christia.
You mentioned you left someone behind?
My wife, Leandra. She works the field in the Great Delta. When I was chosen for this mission, she begged me not to come. She was scared I wouldn't return. And like always, she was right. I left without saying goodbye, and now I won't ever see her again.
So you two are soldiers?
Navigators, actually. I'm Harriam, and this is Christia.
So you two know how to use this instrument?
The gyrocompass. Only I know how to read it. The diviners trained me. Harriam was chosen to memorize the charts found in the legacy.
So you can't navigate the fleet without each other?
It is the Quen way. The greater the knowledge held by one person alone, the greater the risk it'll be used against the Empire should we be captured by our enemies.
Your tribe sure is cautious.
That's a fact.
So what is this gyrocompass you're looking for?
It's a device used by the ancestors to help pinpoint a ship's location. But it only works if the readings are compared to a chart.
How'd you get your hands on something like that?
I guess it's safe to tell you, since you carry the gift of the ancestors. The diviners found them on ancient vessels back in our homeland, and modified them so we could use them on our ships. Without them, we're at the mercy of the seas.
You said what you need is on a ship somewhere.
Yes. The ship we were stationed on. The night we approached Landfall, a sudden squall hit the fleet. While some ships managed to find safe harbor here, ours ran aground. The crew abandoned ship, hoping the ocean would spare us.
I thought we'd drown for sure. Thank the ancestors, we somehow got washed up on a beach southwest of here. Scouts found us and brought us to Landfall. Not that it matters. The only ship with the gyrocompass is grounded and surrounded by deadly currents.
Maybe I can help.
Not unless you can fly.
What if I told you I can use one of those sun wings to take me there?
You could do that?
Why not? She's an ancestor reborn. Anything is possible.
Believe.
The ship lies on an island east of here, past the fleet.
All right. Then that's where I'll go.
I will not let myself hope just yet, but I thank you for your kindness.
And I think I know exactly where that is. Oh. Oh, I guess this is the fleet, huh? This is what I flew over. But this also makes sense.
Machines. Better be careful. That's Quen's ship. Must be the one Harriam and Christia should be able to look for that gyrocompass with my focus.
Maybe it'll be here? Nope. That would have been really lucky. Oh. One day. Or not. It just completely canceled it. Never mind. Are you it? Nope. It's gotta be this one. You're my only hope. Damn it. I wasn't either. Okay. Glad we're in the water.
There's no compass here. The machines could have scavenged it out of the wreckage. I should check any scrap piles left around the island, just to be sure.
But sadly, that's not a possibility for me. I would like to make this arrow. will burn you. Okay, you're getting burned. That's it. I'm over you. Yep, die. Like, he sees me trying to kill this one, and he's getting in the way.
Hit the mark.
Go away. Done. Ow, who are you? What hit me? Oh, I can't even see you over there. To, have his movement. Bam. Okay, you're dead. Jesus. This probably is it, isn't it?
That's it.
Yes. Nice. Back. Excuse me.
By the ancestors. You're back.
A guy
Is
walked
that-
in the frame.
I'm sorry.
It's broken. Our last hope.
No. There has to be a way to fix it.
How?
We just need to replace the batteries and the sensor unit.
Right, because they're just lying around a jungle for us to find. Wait,
The ancient fleet.
it might have what we need.
What ancient fleet?
When we abandoned our ship, we were washed ashore on a beach southwest of here.
There were ships built by the ancestors there.
Overseer Bohai will never let us go there. He won't risk losing any more navigators. He needs us to guide the fleet home.
No one's going home without a working gyrocompass.
I can get them for you.
You'll need to look for a sensor unit. They're usually on a ship's antenna.
And batteries. 3 of them. They're small, so they might be hard to find.
I've got something for that.
We put our faith in you once again, ancestor.
I got this.
I'm sure he'll be very generous.
Hell yeah. Where is this one? Oh, it's all the way over here. Of course, it's next to that slaughter spine. Of course.
There. Looks like some sort of power source.
Oh?
Must be a battery.
Oh, it's the batteries I need to find. Okay.
The ship's antenna. Let's hope the sensor unit is still intact.
Oh, that's what these were. I came here earlier and I was very confused of everything. I'm about to aggro something. Please move,
No
Ayla.
sensor unit. But there is an old recording.
Oh?
This is the USS Anchorage, hailing anyone who's left. The Medina, the Omaha, and the New Orleans are down, and the swarm just cracked the Harris open like an egg. Incoming! Hold on!
Another battery. It sounds like their sensor unit was taken out.
This is the USS Anchorage, hailing anyone who's left.
Guess I should find a
The
battery.
Medina, the Omaha, and the New Orleans.
Yep. I couldn't hear what she said because her voice compared to that audio was very different. So I have no clue what was said. But I've been here before and I remember seeing all the glowing antennas over here. So that's where we're gonna go head.
Found you.
Nice.
That should be it.
Okay.
Focus picked up coordinates from that transmission I found. If there's more shipwrecks there, one might have an intact sensor. Wing perched on it. Great. Gonna have to deal with it before I can look for the sensor the Quen need.
Oh, great. And it also, I didn't even get to see where it was before it was just new. What is this jank falling direction? That's not what I wanted, game, but I'll take it, I guess. I'll get some height on it. Oh shit.
I can switch it up.
Oh, you died. Okay. That was really weird. Every time I shot it with fire, it would just go shooting across to some other spot instead of falling down. That was really odd. Maybe because of the building. That was so weird though.
An intact
Nice.
sensor unit. This should be all that Harry and Christia need. Looks like there's one more transmission in here.
This is the Hamilton.
Anchorage!
It's never a happy ending,
No.
is it?
I didn't want to stop it. Damn it.
This is the Hamilton. Anchorage, your transmission has been received. Targeting the lead Horus.
Just lost the starboard missile battery. Can't fire. We're empty.
Damn it.
Captain, there's nothing left to fire. Your orders.
Set a course for the Horus chassis. Ramming speed.
Some of the data points we recovered ended the same way, like that. It's very sad.
She's back, Harry.
I found what you need.
Thank you. I'll get working on the gyrocompass immediately. I'm coming home, Leandra.
You've done us a great kindness, Aloy. Christia is not the only one with people waiting back home. She'll be able to fix that gyrocompass in no time. We'll never be able to thank you enough. But this should be a start.
If you need anything, tell Bohai to contact Alva.
Oh.
I'm sure she can help.
May the ancestors steer us true.
That was so
I
cute.
can't believe we're actually going home.
We need to put this thing together.
Right.
I believe in you too. Maybe from here? I just need her to grab onto it. That's the hardest part, is getting her to grab onto something. It's off the side, that's why. I see the problem now. Okay, come pick me up.
There we go.
It shows the yellow and I just think that I can grab onto it, but it's off to the side and you can't really. Improvise. Okay, this has to be it.
That did it. There's data here.
Damn.
A set of coordinates for some kind of cache. Looks like I have one more stop to make.
Some kind of cache. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. I'm going. That was the last one, too. It's the point to reward. Next to the sun, next to the storm bird, yay. Okay. There's also a slaughter spine here, I'm pretty sure, but you know. It's fine. Oh, we passed it apparently. Was it right there?
Is this easy? Okay. I think I'm close to the coordinates for the Vista Point cache.
Oh, it's right here. I wonder what this is gonna be.
A keepsake and a message.
Oh?
From Elizabeth.
Hello, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Sobek. Thank you for completing the Vista Point tour. I hope it's given you a better idea of the work we do at Miriam Technologies, but more importantly, why it is so critical. As you've seen, life is fragile. And, as my mother once told me, it needs our support, our care, and our love to survive. I hope this message, which is the core of Miriam's mission, means as much to you as it does to me.
It does, Elizabeth.
Oh, that makes me so happy. I'm glad I did those. Oh, my heart. She's gonna make me cry. It's not fair. That was so cute. Oh, God. Damn it. I'm so happy now. Oh yeah, it's still locked. What are you hiding in there?
So she entered once more, our heroine, whom all adore. And above, the serpents continued to dance in the sky, like sparks leaping from a flaming forge.
Oh, I kind of match everyone.
Any
here.
luck finding more ornaments?
Oh, I got a ton. All of
There you
them, in fact. I think.
So, what can I do for you?
Wait, was that not all of them? Ooh, Halloween.
Let's put this one up.
By our heroine's word, the lights would dazzle the sky. This is stranger than a spark in a puddle.
I think I've done Halloween.
What kind of
before.
festival celebrates bats? By the forge during the party, what did they feast on? Oh, and before I forget, help yourself to the contents of that chest over there. For our heroine dares the challenges of the West.
I think that means I got it all. What was that? Ancestor's Return. Oh, it is. Oh, it's a Shredder Gauntlet. Oh.
Everything okay there, Porgif?
Ah, my steel flame friend, behold.
Oh, your lockbox. The one I found in the tunnel.
Just the one. It was bequeathed to me when my dear ma passed. Never could get the damn thing open, but the lock must have broken off when the rockbreaker attacked. Haven't seen its contents at long last. I want Martha to have it. My sister. She could use it more than me.
Hold on. If it was given to you, why couldn't you get it open?
I lost the key. You know how it is with small objects, big hands. Not that you know how it is exactly. I mean, your hands are dainty, of course. No, not dainty.
He's like,
well forged. That's it.
Porgif.
All right, I stole the box. It was supposed to go to Martha, but I just wanted something of my ma's to remember her by.
So the box rightfully belongs to your sister, and now you want to return it. What was inside that made you change your mind?
Nothing. I just thought she'd want it back. She and my ma were close. Me, well, guess you could say I was always the stray spark.
All right, Porgif. Sounds like you want me to give this box to your sister. Where is she?
That is a good question. I know she was working in Chain Scrape last.
Oh.
Huh. I have a friend there. I can ask her.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a while.
Ha! Well forged and well connected.
Guess I'm taking it.
If I'm in the area, I will try to find your sister. At least to hear her side of the story.
Okay. Well, if you see Martha, tell her I still remember the flying keg.
I bet Petra would know where I can find Martha.
Yep.
I should pay her a visit the next time I'm in Chainscrape.
Sounds like I'm gonna head there right now.
Be welcome, Outlander.
Oh, Petra, it's been so long.
Hey there, flame hair.
Come for another round?
Game of strike.
It's been a while.
Has Tolland been giving the refugees any trouble?
Nah. His shop got closed down not long after Ulvin got the boot. So, he cleared out of town. Took his goons with him, too.
Nice.
Good riddance, I say.
I agree.
The concession decree Ulvin wanted, what was it exactly? And how would it have helped him?
Big old pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would have put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land.
I think I've heard this.
It would have meant that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors backing the claim to pour in the shards. And since Ulvin had a stake in all those, it would have made him richer than a scrap, not to mention chain scrape. So he could have bought enough.
Yeah, I've
He's
seen
a
that.
sly old badger, I'll give up.
Hey, I'm looking for an Osram named Marsa. She might be working here in Chainscrape. Do you know her?
Marsa? Yeah, of course. Tough gal. Puts her back into her work. Not like the drunken louts around here. Why are you looking for her?
I met her brother out west. He asked me to return a family heirloom to her.
Huh. I didn't know Marsa had a brother. Anyway, last I heard she was doing a job out by those old Karja signal towers. Northeast of here.
Thanks.
Ostrom family squabbles ain't pretty. Best of luck wading into that muck.
Great.
I have to go. It was good to see you again, Petra.
And you, Flamehair. Don't be a stranger.
Petra said Porgov's sister should be working around here. I have a feeling she won't be thrilled to hear from her brother. But at least she'll get her lockbox back.
True.
Marsa?
Yeah? What's it to— oh, the Nora maid. How do you know my name?
I, met your brother Porgov out west. He asked me to give you this.
My ma's lockbox. That miserable chuff stole this from me. By the forge, he broke the lock too.
Actually, that was from a rock breaker.
Oh, so he's dead then?
No.
She sounds very sad.
After he saw what was inside, he wanted you to have it.
Oh, then I guess guilt finally caught up with him. Let's see here. A jewel. Surprised he didn't pocket it for himself. And a letter. It's from my mom. Her last wish was that I make amends with Porgov. It doesn't make sense. Porgov caused her, all the family, so much grief. Always running off to chase easy shards instead of helping Dad at the forge. Why would I want him back in my life?
If Porgov read that letter, then maybe he wants to make amends too. He also asked me to tell you that he remembers the flying keg.
That lug. When we were kids, we used to grab a metal panel and slide down this big hill. But one day, Porgov got the idea to use an old keg. He climbed inside and off he went. Only, he didn't stop at the bottom of the hill. That keg kept rolling with Porgov still inside, right off a ledge. You'd think the keg sprouted wings the way it soared. Then splash, right into the lake. Thought he drowned for sure. But he lugged himself out onto the shore and shouted, "Again!"
Sounds like a good memory.
No.
Think that might be the only time I can remember us not fighting. Just lying there by the lake, laughing till it hurt to breathe. When you met my brother, did he look okay?
As well as you can expect for someone out in the middle of the desert. You could see for yourself.
Nah. I mean, I heard some folks are headed out that way, but I don't know. I'll think about it. Thank you for bringing me this. Here, for your troubles.
Thank you. If you decide to go, you'll find your brother at a place called Camp Nowhere.
Of
Great
course
name,
he'd
right?
end up nowhere.
No. Cute. I don't know if this is the final one or what.
You should comfortable. We don't go till nightfall.
Oh, really? That's weird. Why do we have to race at night? It's dark.
Whoa!
Now that's a track.
You guys
know
like
I'm
it?
going out there to win. But if I don't, you better make sure you beat him for me.
You got it.
Good luck.
The night begs for blood and machine oil. You ready to ride?
Let's
Ready
go.
when you are.
I'm gonna beat you. Okay, we suck. Whoops.
Yeah! You gotta be kidding me!
Look at all three people. Oh, and then the last one hits me. Oh, come on. Damn it! You gotta be joking right at the end that I have all 3 people.
Let it run through you. Use it in the next race.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Whew, that is so stupidly hard. Why? That race is awful. I hate it. That was awful. I never want to do it again.
That was
Thank God. It's over. My God.
Speaking face to face.
Nil?
Nil?
I have to admit,
God,
I
you
put
look
on a
so
good show.
Except for the part where you try to run me off the track.
A reunion with an old partner deserves more than a handshake, don't you think?
We killed bandits together, Nil. For different reasons. I'm not sure we were partners.
Doesn't even look like him.
Now more than ever. Especially since we've moved on to something even more entertaining.
Well, at least he found a new hobby. What are you doing here?
So, the mask, the armor... You knew the Tenakth would never let a Karja join us.
That's true.
When I returned to the Forbidden West, I knew that walking the clan lands would attract as much blood as my bow could handle. And it did. But I realized that if I wanted to ride with the Tenakth, it wouldn't do to indulge in petty duels. I mean, you can't race with the dead.
So you restrained yourself? Sort of.
There's no restraint on the track. Who knows, though? One day, the mask may no longer be necessary. After all, everyone here knows me by the speed of my mount and the sting of my arrows. And the Tenakth to respect victory even more than they cherish their feuds. But for now, it keeps the children entertained.
How are you even here?
I won't bore you with the details. It's enough to say that you left Meridian a land of peace. And a man with a bow can go restless in such a place, so I traveled my old haunts for a while.
You've been to the Forbidden West before?
During the Red Raids, yes.
Oh god.
I have fond memories of that campaign.
I'm not sure fond is the word.
That's what I was about to say.
I did what was acceptable at the time. Some might call it excess, but I think the Tenakth understood. They relish the kill and grasp the need of it. That's a language we can both speak.
I wish I could say you were wrong. So... racing?
Ah, yes, a surprise for me as well. By chance or fate, I found myself wandering the desert, thirsty for a thrill. And then I saw the riders. A glint of steel at high speed, metal haunches splashed with blood. I admit I was smitten. To ride the edge between life and death, now that is a beautiful thing.
I guess that's one way to describe it. You always said that the thrill of the kill was too sharp to deny.
Yeah.
Hard to believe you've left that life behind.
I still hear the call, when the blood boils and the bowstring tightens. But then I race. The threat of every turn, each well-placed strike, the arrow that grazes the skin. It's a dance that holds death close, at the perfect distance, repeatable and therefore perpetual. And I get to share it with fellow riders who appreciate the flavor of blood and steel. It's enough to soothe a man's demons. I believe you know this, or else you wouldn't be here.
I think my
He always loves doing
slightly
that.
different from yours, Nil.
He always compares us.
I'm glad you found your thing, Nil. Relieved.
Honestly,
actually.
I agree.
I think.
Don't worry.
His
Nothing will ever quite replace our partnership.
I wasn't worried.
You know, you could always join us. Live without the restraints of whatever narrow path you've carved out for yourself these days.
Thank you
The narrow
for the
path.
offer, but I think I'm good.
As expected. But you can always find me on the track if you need a release.
And I promise to never go easy on you.
Oh, I know that.
I know that's supposed to mean something nice. So, thanks.
Hey, Red Teeth! Stop hogging all the attention. Aloy, you want to celebrate with us too, right?
I'll leave you to it. See you when you feel the need, Aloy.
I can't believe he's here. What
You
the
gonna
fuck?
tell us what's under the mask or what?
Oh my
Sorry.
god.
Winners only.
Worth a try.
Don't celebrate for too long. Tracks don't race themselves, you know.
Just try not to kill each other before I get there.
Yes.
Hey, Aloy. You won the big one? Don't forget to take your winnings. Left them in that chest for you.
Oh, what chest? Oh, this one. Harj's vein. Isn't that funny? You're gonna give yourself away. While I'm calling that one there, I did a lot today and didn't even have time to continue on to the main mission because I didn't want it to be or feel rushed, so I'm just gonna save it for probably tomorrow because I really want to continue. But huge thanks to all my patrons, and I will see you guys in the final part probably. I don't know how long it's gonna be, so maybe the final 2 parts. We'll see. I'll see you guys later.